Tired of spending over $100 a week on milk, eggs, bread, and a bazillion other stuff at the grocery store? Keep watching on how to save a few extra bucks on groceries. What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll be going over 12 awesome tips on how to save money on groceries. As a college student myself, I've been and still go through the struggle of buying groceries. And by the way, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this where I help you become more financially stable, make more money, and save more money. I release videos like this every week based on my own experiences making and saving money while studying as a full-time grad student. Now with that being said, let's get straight to the video. Tip number 1, make a meal plan. Saving on groceries doesn't start at the grocery store. It actually starts in your very own home. Planning your meals ahead of each grocery shop lets you pick meals with similar ingredients, saving you money. You can also make a grocery budget as part of this process. It's as simple as setting a budget for your groceries, then sticking to it like glue. Here are a few meal planning tips. Plan meals that use cheap or on-sale ingredients, and I cover this more when you see points 6 and 11. Find recipes with similar ingredients so that you don't need to buy as much, and use what you already have in your cupboard. Tip number 2, make every Sunday meal prep Sunday. If you have a microwave and fridge at home, and I say this because some people don't, cook for multiple meals at once. Not only does this save time, but you'll waste less food and save money on your power bills. Your extra meals could be put tomorrow's lunch or dinner. Sundays are usually perfect for meal prepping if your shop cycle is usually once a week, but honestly, meal prepping can be any day. Tip number 3, which is make your meals from scratch. Generally, cooking food from scratch is much cheaper than processed meal or eating out. Some packet food can be cheap, like baked beans or instant ramen, but it's normally pretty tasteless and unhealthy. You can save a lot of money on your groceries bill if you take the time to cook your own meals. Tip number 4, don't waste food. Now this is super important. Food wasted is money wasted. Now this doesn't always mean finishing what's on your plate, but it does mean only buying what you need also. Reduce your food waste and you'll start saving some serious money on groceries. Here are a few tips within this tip. Plan your meals properly, and I cover this when you see point number back at number 1. Serve up smaller meals. You're less likely to leave food unfinished if there's less of it. And put what you don't finish in the fridge and eat it later. Tip number 5. Make a shopping list and make sure you stick to it. Before you actually head to the grocery store, making a shopping list of everything you need and nothing that you don't. When you start shopping, stick to your list. Grocery stores are literally designed so we impulse buy more than we need, thus separating us from our hard-earned cash. Be smart and think ahead. Make a list and you'll save money when you shop. Tip number 6. Learn to love cheap food. Some food goes a lot further than others, and you should try to lean towards recipes that feature cheaper sources of calories. Cheap groceries with a long shelf life include rice, get brown rice for an extra healthy option, dried pasta, beans, and I recommend buying them dry or canned, lentils, oats, which are great at breakfast, frozen vegetables, and yes, they're just as healthy as non-frozen vegetables. And cheap groceries with a shorter shelf life include eggs, even free-range eggs which are pretty cheap, spinach, not necessarily cheap per pound but nutrient-wise it's a great value, bananas, cabbage, and most root vegetables like onions, carrots, and potatoes. If you're really doing it tough, buy a few bags of wheat flour and learn to even make your own bread. It's a little comical, but it's certainly a way to save money on groceries as well. Tip number 7 is to learn the price of food in your local grocery stores, which is kind of connected to point number 6. You'll want to get to know the price of food instinctively. Grocery stores might have sale written on a big yellow label, but if it's only 5% off, it may not be that great of a sale. By knowing what each item normally costs, you'll know when a price is a genuine bargain. You'll slowly get a sense of this as you start buying groceries regularly. You'll get that shopper sense faster if you make note of the cost of items on your shopping list. And start hunting down what's on sale, which I cover more when you see point number 11. Now tip number 8 is to buy in bulk. Buying in bulk saves you money. It's practically a law of physics. The problem is that you end up wasting food if you buy in bulk and don't use what you buy. Some foods are better than others to buy in bulk. Here's some of the best foods to buy in bulk. Meat. Buy meat and freeze what you don't need right away. Dried foods. Rice, beans, pasta, oats, and other dried foods can all be bought in bulk and stored in your cupboard for months. Just make sure it's stored in an airtight container. Butter and oil. Butter and oil can both be kept for a while, oil more so than butter. If you cook with them a lot, buy a bigger bottle or package of both. Nuts. Nuts can be expensive, but if you can't live without them, buying in bulk can save you big time. Now tip number 7 is to shop with friends, but not with kids. Shopping with friends can help you stay on track with your frugal grocery shopping habits like making a list and keeping to it. If you have housemates or live in a dorm, you can even share your meals. There's one group of people you do not want to shop with though, and that's children. If you're a parent, stay away from shopping with your kids altogether, sadly. Kids are great, but their impulse control is terrible, and grocery stores are designed to make it easy for kids to coax their parents into buying more. Tip number 10 is to not shop while you're hungry. When you're hungry, your base instincts kick in, and they're yelling, "Eat!" Don't let your hunger undermine your efforts to save money on groceries. Research consistently shows that we're more likely to stick to shopping lists if we're not hungry when we buy groceries, and we're less likely to buy junk food. Tip number 11 is to scout out specials. Supermarkets discount items for a few reasons. Sometimes they need to get rid of excess stock, but more often it's a way to get you into the door to buy other items. If you're smart, you can use this against them. While you're planning your meals, see what's on special and make your meals based around what you can get for cheap. There are a few ways to find out what's on special. You can check the store's weekly catalog. You can hit the store's website if they list their specials. If they don't, you can Google for frugal message boards that do list specials. Do a walkthrough of the grocery store, taking note of what's cheap. Tip number 12 is to visit multiple stores. Following on from point number 11, a single grocery store will never have your whole shopping list on sale. However, if you have multiple grocery stores nearby, shop at all of them and you should see much more of your shopping list on sale. Repeat step 11 at each of your local grocery stores and mark where you'll buy each of the items on your shopping list. Even if an item isn't on sale anywhere, buy it where it's cheapest. And lastly, here's a bonus tip. Start to learn coupon clipping. Coupon clipping is uncommon in the internet age, but it's still a great way to save money on groceries. You can find coupons in a lot of places, from newspapers to catalogs to the packets of the products you already own. While physical coupons are still valuable, most coupons are now online. Here are a few modern ways to use coupons to save money on your groceries. Join your grocery store's loyalty program, but be careful if there's a credit card involved. Join a couponing website, or 3. Use Google to find these sites best suited for your shopping needs though. Search Google for a coupon. Sometimes all it takes to find a discount voucher is to search the product name and add the keyword term discount voucher at the end of it. Like anything in life, these savings tips chip away at your grocery bill are all about developing good habits. If you can just take a few of these tips and apply them for a few weeks, they'll start to become natural. Then add a few more in, and the savings will really start to snowball into bigger amounts. So there you have it, guys. 12 ways to save money on your groceries. Now I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe to support the channel, as I always try my best to provide valuable information to you guys based on my experience and challenges with finance. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.